What up, YouTube? Denny in Saigon. My name's Denny. I'm an American, but I live in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. Had to ride across town and sign some documents to pick up my last salary. Actually, I signed the documents so they'll do the transfer on my last salary on my payday. I'm flying out of here in 1 week, so I'm preparing everything now. All my bags are packed. I'm on my way back across the city to District 12. After living here for 2.5 years, I've gotten pretty good at riding motorbike through Saigon. Nice park, huh? Take a look at those trees. I'm over here, let's see what district. I'm headed to Ben Thanh. Went to District 3 and then Bui Vien. Now I'm headed back. This is the way you want to go. You want to go from Bui Vien all the way to Go Bap or District 12. This is the fast way. If you take Google's way, Google will frustrate you here in Saigon, believe me. Look at those trees, they're huge. Yeah, traffic is heavy in the daytime, but it's not too bad right now. At night, which is the time I like to come over, about midnight, these streets are almost empty. You can own the streets of Saigon about 1 o'clock in the morning. There are a few straggling drunks, but you always encounter the drunks here. It doesn't have to be nighttime. Yeah, traffic is one of the few downsides of living in Vietnam. Vietnam's wonderful. I love living here. Traffic notwithstanding, it is perilous. When I first came here, I was completely lost, of course. But after living here for 2.5 years, I've learned my way around pretty well. But it is a big city. It's pretty big, pretty spread out. And there's a lot of roads in this city, a lot of little alleys and little side roads. That reminds me, I need to get gas. I better pick up some petrol here pretty soon. Where will I do that? I'm thinking maybe Ben Thanh. You don't want to have to take the bus. That really sucks. Or a car all the way across town. It will take forever in a taxi. I met a teacher the other night from South Africa. She lives in District 1 near Bui Vien, and she took a taxi all the way over to District 12 to teach. Man, it took her 2 hours. A lot of teachers come here, you know. It's that's the frustrating part. They want to live in District 1. Almost everybody does, or District 2. District 1 is where everybody goes, though. It's where all the buses drop you off. It's where all the taxis are prepared to take you, you know, when you first come to town. And when you teach, though, you're going to be sent out all over Vietnam. There's plenty of teachers in District 1 already, so finding a job there is not too easy. But finding a job in 12 is very easy. She told me the other day that they're having a hard time keeping teachers in District 12 because, you know, nobody wants to drive all the way over there. That's been one of my problems, why my wife lives in 2 and I live in 12. That's his truck here, try to get out of his way. People meander, you know. People in front of you meander and stuff. And I'm always ready to kick it down and get the hell out of there in case something's coming over. Rain clouds up above. Hopefully I make it all the way back before it rains on me. Probably not. It's the rainy season. It does rain like hell. Pretty much every day for a little bit. KFC. These things are everywhere. It's kind of how I learned my way through the city, just going from KFC to Lateria to Vinmart. You know, because if you try to route yourself through the town, Google will take you all around. You'll be going around in circles, literally. Big squares to go everywhere. So I just go from one place to another like that, short hops. That's how I learned to do it. It's a lot of wind. Hopefully you can hear me. My hand over the mic. Yeah, it's sad. Sad to leave Vietnam. I don't really want to go, but I do. I'm happy about seeing my kids. I kind of know what to expect. It's I lived in the USA for a lot of years, and I know I stay on top of things. Must be shooting a video or something. I like to watch the news and stuff. I know what's going on. A lot of crazy shit's what's going on at home. The West changes a lot, you know, changes rapidly. I'm 50, I've watched it change a lot in my lifetime, a whole lot. Every place changes, but the West is changing rapidly. I told my wife, I mean, where we want to live in the future, it just depends on a lot of factors, really. We may come back here and live because it may be to our advantage to come back here and retire with whatever money we have saved up in another 10 years probably. 10 years of working in the USA, and then I'll probably come back. I don't know. Or maybe, I don't know. I'm going to try to live a peaceful life quietly in Indiana or Ohio. I'd rather go to Michigan, but damn, I don't think they have jobs there. I don't know how well I'll do in Michigan or not. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm just going to go back to the USA and buy me a cheap set of wheels, just like I did here, and then I'll find a job somewhere. I'll find work, find income right away so I can pay my support. Hopefully I won't have too much difficulty getting my license back, because I slow paid my support when I was in Campuchia and they took my license. So I have to go back and straighten all that out. I've been paying it for a long time, and I've called them 3 times now. They swear they're going to give me my license back when I return. I told them, if you don't, I'm going to have to come back here and work. You know, what will I do? I won't be able to. You're not going to be able to live in Indiana, where I'm from, without a license. I don't know how in the world you're going to do that. I think you even need a license to ride a freaking moped now. There once was a time when, you know, you could lose your license, and I saw people, you know, riding around the wintertime on motorbikes. But I don't think they do that anymore. Damn, right in the heat. I gotta stop. My buddy Frank lives near here. At least he used to. I used to live near here too. I've gotten so good at riding through Saigon. I can fly through this city. I know when to jump the lights and when to go on the left side of the divider. I know when to go on the sidewalks. Pretty much keep up with the super bikers here. Kind of proud of myself for that. It's pretty hot. It's only about 9 o'clock in the morning, but you can feel the heat. This shit. It's hard to drive through this city, but you get used to it. See, this makes it dangerous. A lot of people hauling this kind of shit. Rebar. There's plenty of sharp metal driving through town here. You got to watch out for a lot of it. I don't want to be anywhere near that guy. I think I'm gonna stop up here and get gas. Probably a good place. Well, maybe I can make it to Benton. See how busy it is. Yeah, I can make it to Benton. I think so. Guy with, or a gal with one leg. I feel so sorry for so many people I see here, man. You see people without legs, and sometimes you see people crawling down the road. The other day I saw a poor little dude. He was like a midget, and he was laying on a wagon. His legs were all mangled up, and one of his legs were behind his head and everything. I mean, he was in a sorry state, sitting on the road, you know, side of the road in the heat, taking donations. Poor little dude. Here in Asia, they don't have welfare and stuff, you know, so they help each other out. It's the part of the culture to give. And I try to help too while I'm here. I'm very grateful to the people of Vietnam for letting me come live in their country for 2.5 years. And they treated me very well here. They're very hospitable and very kind people. This intersection here is a bitch. And I'm gonna try to make it over. If you go straight here, the traffic is just awful. Really, really bad. I hate it. And Google will take you straight that way, believe me. Google will route you straight into that. You will not like it. This stuff falls off these trucks all the time. And you gotta go around it. Hopefully you can still hear me. So I'm on Pan Ban Tree, and this is the road you take, you know, all the way to Go Bap. And then in Go Bap you can catch Thom Nhat, make a right on Thom Nhat, and it takes you over to District 12. Well, you gotta go to Le Duc Toe, really. I turn left on Le Duc Toe. Turn right on Thom Nhat and left on Le Duc Toe. It takes me all the way to 12, where there are a lot of teaching jobs. You know, finding teaching work here is real easy, and they need teachers. Look at this beautiful girl. They're so good looking, man. I never did a video about how good looking these, I talk about it a lot, but like I never dedicated a whole video to Vietnamese women. I probably should. You won't believe how hot they are. You should come here and see, and you won't believe how hot they are. Standing next to them and stuff. They're very, very sexy. They're very sexy. They have a lot of sex appeal. They're really wonderful. The Vietnamese women are really wonderful. If you're a single dude in the West and you can't find, you know, anyone to make you happy, you should come here. No doubt about that. Somewhere in Southeast Asia, you can probably find a nice lady. They're very nice in Cambodia too, but it's I don't like Cambodia as much as Vietnam, so I'm not wealthy. If you're wealthy, you could just go, you know, anywhere over here in Southeast Asia, pick up a lady. Here in Vietnam, you could rent an apartment for probably as little as $400 a month. And if you want a really nice one, you know, $800 a month, you get a real nice one. And you could live the summer here and meet a nice lady and end up getting married. It's hard to do it, I think, if you come over here on vacation. Because, you know, the women, the good girls here, they know if you're on vacation or not. They want to meet a guy, but they don't want a dude to play him and all that. So at least a lot of good girls. I went on Tinder, you know, and I put right on my profile. My wife, she screenshotted it, saved it too for a timeline. But I put right on my profile, you know, I'm not here on vacation. I'm looking for a long-term relationship. And that's why she contacted me. And it's fun to come over here and date. You know, the women are gorgeous, and you meet a lot of good-looking girls. And I dated a lot of really attractive ladies too. But it's hard to date here because it's not really a dating culture. They don't. If they date you one time, they're considering marriage with you. Really, they're considering a relationship. You know, they're pretty much ready to get going. So it's hard to go from one girl to the next as far as dating goes. You know, as soon as you date her, then she's gonna pretend, you know, like you belong to her. If you, you know, go dating other girls, she'll be her, basically. Which that happened to me when I first came here. You start meeting all these girls on Tinder, and you know, you have a lot of options. Then if you marry her and take her to the USA, you know, she'll have a lot of options, you know. Sometimes, you know, a divorce happens if you take her to the USA, but I don't think it's going to happen in my case. I have a really good lady. She's a very sound-minded and very genuine. I don't know if you can hear me or not. I'm just rambling into my phone here. Won't get a chance to make too many more videos. Yeah, I'm going to miss a lot of things about Vietnam, but the traffic I'm not going to miss so much, man. I think it's like playing roulette if you have to drive in this traffic every day. That is the problem about coming here teaching. You'll want to live in District 1 or 2, but you'll be stuck teaching all over Vietnam, including the province and stuff. They're going to offer you jobs all over the place, not District 1 and District 2. So you'll have to adjust all that. You know, living in 12 is not near as much fun as living in 1. I have to drive across town all the time, man, to take care of all kinds of business. Because it's just so much easier to get done in District 1. I can find somebody who speaks English. You can find any product that you want. Everything is over there, including cheese and stuff. If you go out to the, you know, the province and all that, your results may vary. They may not have much of anything in the province. But you may like that, you know. Some people like that. A guy I met when I first came here, young dude, it's like my daughter's age. He's living in the province somewhere, and he's always in these remote places, man. He's in real remote places with living with families and stuff. He's having a pretty good time, but he's kind of a strange dude. I think he might be gay. That's not what's strange about him. What's strange about him is he actually likes, he's all the time like eating different animals, man. He just kills an animal and eats it, puts it on Facebook. But he's tried everything here, everything you could think of. Which I have not. I haven't eaten dog or cat or anything. I've eaten goat and ostrich and crocodile. That's about it. That's all I want to eat. I'm ready to go home and eat beef, American beef. That will please me. Chili soup, lasagna, cottage cheese, man. I'm ready to pig out on some cottage cheese. Time for me to get some Petro right up here on the corner. My name's Denny. Thanks for watching my videos. If you have, and hope wherever you are, you have a wonderful day. Hello. Bintang.